Hi, my name's Carrie. Most days during quarantine, my family has spent our time separated into private areas of our home, working and studying. We've come to rely on family activities, often it's games, to bring us together and balance out the lack of going places for entertainment. Recently, we sat at our dining room table and painted words and images onto rocks. The idea came to me as I prepared for this segment of the House Tour series. I focused on this week's scripture reading and thought about the question, who or what do you build your foundation upon? Rocks are the imagery we often use when speaking about building a firm foundation, and they have often played a central role in my life. While growing up, my mom would often find a rock during our family travels that she wanted to add to her collection. I have several memories of what we did to get the specific rock Mom set her mind on retrieving. My husband proposed to me while I was seated on a very large rock in the middle of a creek winding through the Colorado Rocky Mountains. This type of natural setting has been a favorite of mine throughout my life. In more recent years, during chats with a friend, I learned of her husband's love of balancing rocks. I enjoyed hearing her talk about the meditative discipline as she remembered her husband who passed years ago. I see balancing rocks now and think of their love and her friendship in my life. I look forward to worship services when we remember our baptism by selecting a stone from the baptismal font. I appreciate the tangible reminder found at unexpected times of my relationship with God. Whether seeing a small pebble, a large geological formation, or a vast mountain range, rocks give me a feeling of solidness and a sense of strength. They are a wonderful parallel to God's constant foundation in my life. COVID has brought many changes to all our lives. Some of the differences affect us adversely, but many of us have found ways to benefit from the altered lifestyle. My husband Neil, daughter Katerina, and I recognize how blessed we've been during these months of quarantine. My family's foundation, built over many years, with pebbles of trust and love stacked on top of each other, has become strong and allows us to endure hardships. Again, I see a parallel of God's constant presence and blessings in my life. Rock painting was a great activity for us to spend time together. We also wanted to share the sense of positivity, happiness, and God's love with our community. So we took the rocks with us when we were out and about. Katerina took some to Azusa Pacific, and friends helped her place them on campus. Neil and I visited several familiar places in Laguna Beach and left a few rocks along our way. It was fun to place them in unexpected spots where people might see them and be surprised. A simple reminder of our connections to others during this pandemic. Rocks, building foundations, knowing God's love in our lives, and finding ways to share it has been meaningful for us. Thank you for allowing me time to share my thoughts and activities from our home to yours. We miss you all so much.